So, you all definitely know what this is, right? And if you don't, then you must be too young to not know what this is. Well, this is the startup screen for PlayStation 1. But did you know that the startup screen is different depending on where you live? For instance, in US, the screen says Sony Computer Entertainment America SCEA. But in Europe, the screen says Sony Computer Entertainment Europe SCEE. But did you know there's an alternate secret startup screen that only occurs if you insert any PS1 demo disc into a PS3? For me, as an example, if I insert any of my PS1 demo discs to my PS3, I get a screen that says Sony Computer Entertainment Europe SCEI, which according to Google stands for Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated, which is actually the Japanese startup screen. However, this is still not normal. As you can see, I still get the text that says Europe and SCEI, which I believe is something that shouldn't really happen. Again, this only happens if you insert any PS1 demo disc. If you insert a full game to PS3, it displays it as Sony Computer Entertainment Europe SCEE as it should. And also, yes, this only occurs on a PlayStation 3, because if you insert a demo disc to a PS1 or a PS2, the screen will say Sony Computer Entertainment Europe SCEE as it should. Okay, I don't think I should talk about something like that, because that's not what you're all here for. You're here to listen to some useless facts about Oddworld, and this is the third part of the series. Or fourth, if we should count the previous one that was all about Lorne Landing. You know, the one that people barely knew existed. Okay, I think I'm stretching this too much. Let's just get started. Oddworld and Crack gave me two interesting facts regarding Stranger's Wrath. In the original version of Stranger's Wrath for Xbox, at the back cover, there's a slight mistake in the first screenshot. You can see that Stranger carries an infinite amount of super sting bees, which is not true, because in the game itself, Stranger can only carry 300 of them. Another thing about the ammo itself, you know, in the midway of the game, Stranger's ammo slowly gets upgraded one by one, with the exception of the Zapfly and the Sniper Rasp, as these two are the only one that doesn't get any upgrade at all. Wonder why. Up next is Dustin4620 gave me an interesting fact regarding the checkpoint in Rapture Farm. You know, at the end of Rapture Farm, right when you're about to leave it, there's that one slick who's trying to stop you. If you time it just right where you trigger the next cutscene while the slick shoots you, you will hear Abe dying while entering Stockyard. Then you will respawn back to the previous checkpoint in Rapture Farm, despite entering Stockyards. While I'm in this area, I also discovered an interesting bug in the Demo 1 version of Abe's Odyssey. If you let a Sleek shoot you at this screen, there's a high chance that another Sleek will spawn out of nowhere when you respawn in this area. And as you can see, when I let Abe dying by this Sleek in this screen again, the other Sleek is gone for no reason. Up next is, you know, when you press the square button, Abe does his iconic I don't know pose. But if you hold down the square button, Abe does his I don't know pose while shaking his hands. This also works the exact same way in the PC version, Well, all you need to do is hold down the control button to make Abe shake his hands. Up next is my friend Mortnus came to me personally and gave me a good portion of interesting stuff to talk about. You know, in the PC version, in this area, you can see two bats hanging on this platform and flying down. But in the PS1 version, there are no bats at all. Huh, that's weird. I could have sworn I've seen these bats in the PS1 version when I played this as a kid. Or perhaps it's just me having a Mandela effect right now. But that's not the only difference, as there's also another huge difference in both versions in this area. In this screen, you can see these guiding lights in the PC version, but in the PS1 version, there are no guiding lights at all. Same goes with this area as well. Here's a quick showcase of every screen in Paramonia that has a guiding light in the PC version, but somehow does not have one in the PS1 version. And here's one for Scropenia as well. Enough about guiding lights. Here's another interesting difference in both versions. Take a look at the beehive in the PC version and how it looks like in the PS1 version. The sprite looks totally different in both versions. As you can see in the PS1 version, the beehive is much more scaled downwards. Not only that, even the honey sprite that it's dripping down is different as well. Up next is, my friend also told me that there is a difference with the checkpoint in this area. In the PC version, the checkpoint is located in this area, so when Abe dies, he respawns back into this area. But when I test this out in the PS1 version, when Abe dies, he respawns exactly the same location as in the PC version. Meaning that this was not true at all, as there are no difference. But then I thought to myself, no, I know my friend could never think of giving me misinformation, so I thought to myself, I must have done something wrong myself. To which I slowly figured out I probably did, because since my friend is from Europe, it's likely that the screenshot he showed me came from the European version of Abe's Odyssey. So I booted up the PS1 PAL version, went all the way here, and when Abe died in this area, he respawned right here, which means my friend was right all along. There is actually a difference with the checkpoint. Actually, there's a regional difference with the checkpoint in both the PC and the NTSC version. The checkpoint is located right here. But in the PAL version, the checkpoint is located to the next screen, somehow. Another regional difference is regarding this leaks right here in this area, which is also last fact for today. In the PC and the NTSC version, if that sleek spots you, he will not try to chase you. But in the PAL version, if the sleek spots you, he will actually try to chase you to the left. Not only that, even his position is different in both the version. As in the PC and NTSC version, he's right in front of the door, whereas in the PAL version, he's 2 steps away from the door. Anyway, I think that was enough for today. If you have a useless fact you want to tell me, you can comment them down below, or you can tag me on my Twitter account if you have something you want to show me in the form of an image or a video. So that was all I had for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.